Hey y'all, happy Friday. So I want to shore out talking about our women and the genealogy of Jesus. And I want to read something from What Happened from the Cross to the Throne Room. It's by E.W. Kenyon. And I don't know that I will ever forget this. And when I read it, it's one of those things that stays with me. And I have so often thought about the passage in Genesis 1, and one day the Lord is going to let me preach on this somewhere, but it's actually in Genesis 3. So he creates Adam and Eve, right? Places them in the garden, gives them everything, and of course Satan deceives Eve, and it says that she gave fruit to her husband who was there with her. And when God comes in, of course, Adam and Eve are hiding because they are shameful that they have submitted to the voice of the enemy instead of the voice of the Father. And Genesis 3 verse 9, but the Lord called to Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" And Adam said, "I heard the sound of you walking in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself." And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree which I commanded that you should not eat?" And the first thing out of Adam's mouth this is in response to God. God says, "Did you eat the fruit that I told you not to eat?" And Adam says, "The woman you gave to me, she gave me the fruit from the tree, and I ate it." This is the first recorded words that man has said concerning the woman, and it is a statement of blame. Adam says in response to God, "The woman you gave me the fruit, and I ate it." And so from that moment on, resounding in the minds of women is failure, blame, shame, worthlessness, screw up, mess up, never gonna get it right, destitute. And in the accounts of the women that we've read, from Tamar and Rahab and Ruth and Bathsheba, their stories are not easy. And then we come to Mary. The incarnation was the union of deity and humanity in the babe of Bethlehem. It was love's intrusion into the realm of selfishness. The long anticipated had at last arrived. God was united with humanity. The intrusion was not with an army. It was in the form of a dainty babe. It was like love, a helpless thing. They called his name Jesus. That name has filled the ages with songs and melodies. It has brought courage to the defeated, liberty to the slave, strength to the weak, healing to the sick, and eternal life to the world. That babe who gave Mary her first great joy in that little town of Bethlehem restored to woman the crown that she lost in the Garden of Eden. She was man's helpmeet, but she became his slave after the fall. But Jesus gave her hope, equality, and made her the queen of the heart of the new creation. What I love so much about that quote, this passage, is that He restored to woman the crown she lost in the garden. No longer that woman you gave me, but we hear said of Mary, blessed and highly favored are you. The writer says, to me, the incarnation was God breaking into the sense realm, manifesting himself in the flesh. He made a covenant with Abraham, and now he is keeping that covenant. That promise of restoration. And looking back through the lineage of the women that are listed in the genealogy of Jesus, we can see clearly the God of restoration at work, restoring the crown, that loving kindness, the tender mercy, that glory that he designed the woman to be a carrier of, is restored when the Messiah comes, not because of a man's will and deciding that Mary would have a baby, not because of anything man did or said, but because God said, blessed and highly favored are you, Mary. And it was her seed, the seed of Mary, not the seed of Adam, but from Mary came Jesus. And he didn't take on Mary's nature. She was the vessel through which God got Jesus here. Be it unto me according to your word. And she believed God. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.